The main purpose that drove us to initiate this initiative was actually prompted by the environment within the Irongo region, where the drug usage among the youth has become a rise, and it became an outcry from the community as well. Since we have already launched this initiative a year back in schools before the initial acts of CODAC into the community, we rolled it out into schools because we have seen the way that the drug lords or the drug initiators within the region now uses the opportunity of taking advantage of the school learners to make them or to use them to sell drugs among others. And these vulnerable kids are not knowing the negative side of being involved in such programs, they fall prey. And now, us having expertise within the organization of people who have been dealing in the past and people who know the styles that are initiated by the drug lords within the towns, we implemented the initiative, of which we really saw the impact within it, looking on the responses from the parents and the school-going kids that we used to meet head on. This idea, as I have said before, it's not an idea that came yesterday or today. This idea came way back in 2016, just months after we initiated and we did few presentations with a group, with a CODAC group. We saw the means of, by then, the First Lady, Her Excellency Monica Ginkos, coming on board. She met the group personally at Walvis Bay Correctional Facility in 2017. So after then, we really got an upload from her. So we went out until to the governor's office, where we started rolling out the initiative now with the governor's office through the director of education and through the corporate entities, where we got support and we got funded by the Namport Social Investment Fund. It's how we started driving through now with their support. But at current, our main partners is this in this initiative is still the office of the former First Lady came on board after Her Excellency Monica Ginkos. We worked up until with Her Excellency Mbumba, the lady, and then with a governor, with the current governor of Irongo region also. We are on board, and that is why you saw her at the event. She is on board since we have been working with the previous governor. Yeah. We are working with the office of the director of education, and most of our directors are involved with initiatives in the Ministry of Education. We are talking of the Schools Health Task Force. We are part of the Irongo Regional School Health Task Force, and that is how now we have rolled in to work directly with the blessings of the ministry itself.
Yeah.
And then looking at the cases that we have seen and that we have encountered through, we have realized that plus minus 70% of the youth behind of the inmates behind bars are the youth. We actually at first used to see it only talking to the matured ones, let me say, for instance, from the ones of 13 years upwards, thinking that the smaller ones are yet not exposed. But then it led us to just realize that truly the factors begin from the small ones. As young as 9 years old, that vulnerable person can become a dealer. That is how now, on our rollout, we have rolled out at schools, including primary and secondaries as well. So we tackle them together, and then we spread the message based to their level of understanding. We ensure that with our professionals on board, we carry out the message to them in such a way that they are able to take the message and that the message doesn't harm them in any way. In many cases, we include parents as well. That is why when we are dealing with schools, we deal with the life skill teachers. We go through the life skill teachers. It is by then we are able to identify to the certain group that we are able to talk to, or the most affected group that we are able to talk to at that time.
Yeah. Let me just ask you, during one of the campaigns, we heard a life testimony from an inmate serving 11 years.
Yeah.
Why was it important to include such a personal and powerful story in this campaign?
Nowadays, people believe in reality, and they believe in seeing is believing. We have encountered in platforms where we are also working through with the U.S. Embassy of Namibia, where in one of the surveys, learners directly indicated that there's a fact that people bring professionals to talk to them who haven't experienced such things on site. Let me say, bringing someone to talk to learners about drugs while that person never even tasted drugs
Mm.
or alcohol. So learners, in most cases, see it as a movie. So that is why we brought out that inmate to go and talk to learners, so learners themselves see to it that yes, this is not a movie, this is a reality. This is a person talking to us who have been using drugs or alcohol, and now because of such choices that he made, he has now been led to such consequences that he is in now. So
Mm.
it's hearing from the horse's mouth that matters.
Can you tell us how can schools and communities better work with CODAC to create a drug-free environment? How can they all come together?
What is important at current is a smooth collaboration, or let me say, partnership that is already ongoing. We are
Mm.
calling out schools to reach out to CODAC. They should send out invites to us so we come to their schools and talk to learners. And the most important thing is not only making a presentation today and then after 3 years again is when we return to make a presentation. This should be a continuous, as it is now, it is a continuous initiative. And I'm also urging other schools to copy and paste what these current schools are doing. So we implement a program that is workable for a period of time, and we are able to look back and say, what are the inputs that this program brought to learners? Because with these programs that are ongoing like this, we have been able to tell, we reach out to how many learners that were affected got assisted through this program, and what were the results thereon.
Mm.
So I am wholeheartedly inviting schools to reach out to CODAC. Our contact details are providable. We are able to provide our email addresses. We have an office in Walvis Bay situated behind MultiSafe in town. The office is operational. There's an administrative officer working at the office Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
Principals or life skill teachers from any school in the Rongo region are welcome to reach out. We are giving our services for free. We charge nothing. And we have professionals on board that can help with counseling and trauma assistance in all.